Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now today, alright, we gonna call this one Make It Make Sense. Alright, because things just aren't adding up, and I think the fact, like the whole excitement of hearing that they caught Muwop, c-thang, and all these guys in connection to FBG Duck's murder, I think personally we let the adrenaline and everything just get to our heads, and it drowned out our common sense. All right, it's like a shock factor, but I'm here to nip a few things in the bud that just doesn't make sense. So what we gonna do, we gonna call this one Make It Make Sense. Now, a few days after the internet went crazy over the OBlock suspects in Duck's case has been arrested, but I want to talk about logic. And also, what y'all gotta remember is a lot of dudes using this whole situation for clout. I ain't gonna say the YouTuber name, I ain't gonna say his name, but he made like 8 videos in one day off of this one situation. Now, it's different type of YouTubers out there, right? You got guys, they just, what they do is they just try to break the news as fast as they can before everybody else and get the views, you know, the clout off it, so everybody go to their page, right? And you got others that try to actually make sense, make logic, and put things into perspective and pretty much get all the bull crap out the way, right? Now, like I said, these are them YouTubers we stay away from. Alright, they're not making any sense about anything, whatever. Anyway, everybody raced to post a video about the news, but I think a lot of us overlook some key things. So I want to talk about that for a little. So make sure y'all follow me. I know y'all gonna have your comments. You're gonna, oh, you this rat or whatever. Listen, it is what it is. Anyway, once again, I'm not saying anything I'm saying is facts neither. All right, but I'm gonna bring up some things that we know for a fact has happened, and we're gonna use that to bring some awareness to what's going on. We're gonna put 2 and 2 together. All right, from what they shown us, from the indictment, from the videos, just from what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? So make sure y'all pay attention. Another thing, right? If y'all notice, I'm not making a bunch of videos concerning this topic. Like I said, that's what everybody's doing. I'm not doing that. I've made one video concerning this whole topic so far, and this is the second one. But with this one, we're gonna focus on the indictment itself, the whole quote unquote RICO charge. We're gonna focus on that. That's what we're gonna talk about in this topic, and we're gonna make it make sense. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest games on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Now, I want to point out some things I find a little strange, right? And I'm gonna be all over the place in this video because as it come to me, I'm gonna just speak on some things that don't make sense as far as this case so far. Alright, now a RICO case, y'all. Matter of fact, before I even get into this, right? Riddle me this. How they got a RICO case, but they don't got no bosses pinning the RICO case on? Alright, now I'm gonna put up few examples. Casanova was known as, well, known as one of the bosses in his RICO case. Which other ones y'all seen? The 6ix9ine Treyway case. Shotty was known as the boss and whatever the case may be, and whoever else. But in this RICO case that they quote unquote got brewing, they have no bosses. Pay attention, y'all. Now, RICO is an acronym actually for Racketeer Influence Corruptions Organization Act, or whatever the case may be, right? Keyword, organization. Now, in the definition of the RICO Act, it includes this. It says, quote, it is also illegal to participate even indirectly in certain crimes committed by a business or to conspire to do any of the above under the act. Now, 2 keywords y'all gotta pay attention to. Business or to conspire, right? Or even indirectly. Pay attention. Now, this is the same charge they would use back in the day to take down mob crime bosses and take down families such as the Gambinos, because even though the bosses wouldn't commit the crime themselves, they would be held accountable under the RICO Act for orchestrating the crime and charged as an operation due to the conspiracy of the whole crime. Follow me, y'all. Now, the last person we seen go through this, like I said, was Casanova 2 times, where he has been included in a murder involving a young kid that he didn't even do. But being that it was carried out by a fellow blood affiliate in the same organization as Casanova, that charge was pinned on him as well as a group effort. Follow me, y'all. Now let's go back to the Treyway case where they was charged with the RICO Act, and Tekashi 6ix9ine was being charged with crimes he didn't commit until he decided to cooperate. So, like I said, follow me. I say all that to say this. With Durk being the head of OTF and being a key artist that was making money off of the music where he was dissing Duck, dissing a whole bunch of other guys, right? Why wasn't he a person of key interest in this case? Now, I know some of y'all gonna come with a whole bunch of excuses why not. I know y'all gonna say, oh, you bugging, you reaching, you cloud chasing, but I'm used to that. These are the same people that'll call you a conspiracy theorist first, and then once things come into fruition, you become a snitch. How ironic is that, y'all? But like I said, we gonna call this one Make It Make Sense. And I'm not wishing jail on nobody. I always tell y'all, see, some of y'all haven't been through the jail process, and you know that's a good thing. But jail is not something you wish on anybody. It's equivalent to being dead if you ask me. Now, once again, when it comes to this whole situation, you have guys that was literally benefiting off of dissing Duck and their music. But when it came down to it, the real people who actually, well, allegedly participated in his demise, guess what? They are going down. Meanwhile, other people are just living their life the best way they know how. Now, let's also point out some strange things, right? Boona gets locked up for a shooting that happened in Atlanta. And next thing you know, a few days later, they have specific people picked up that have something to do with Duck's murder. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a day later, either a day or 2 later. All right. Some people are alleging that E-Dog may have been talking as well. I don't want to put that jacket on anybody. All I'm saying is certain things aren't making sense. Now, also follow me because I'm getting somewhere. Now, like I said, I'm not saying he did anything. Now, if y'all pay attention, Miss Gala Hagen herself, who's also been following this situation for a long time, not Duck, but with King Von. But she speaks, King Von speaks through her in messages that he sends her, and she usually posts whatever case may be. And if y'all pay attention to her Instagram or Facebook, she actually posted days prior that this indictment, not specifically saying, yo, this indictment or whatever, but that people will be locked up very soon and things are coming. All right. And not that a lot of people like to discredit Gala Hagen, but one thing you can't deny is that she be spot on. And it's not like she posting after the events happen. She's making posts about certain events taking place first, and then shortly after, boom, they come to fruition. And right now, everyone is running with false narratives, right? What's going on now, if you ask me, everyone just going off what the feds is saying, what they said in that conference. But nobody's really doing their homework, reading the actual paperwork and all that. And if you ask me personally, a lot of people are saying, oh, Vaughn was the one that put money on Duck head. Vaughn, mastermind behind the hit. It's easy for them to say that because he's not here right now. But if I'm not mistaken, Vaughn's name isn't even in that paperwork when it comes to Duck. Yes, the feds was on Vaughn before he died, of course. And he was well aware of that because he mentioned it many times. But they was on him for something totally different. This is why his situation came out with him and K.I. In the beginning, what was it, a couple months back. They was on him for something totally different, not Duck's murder. This is why his name isn't in that paperwork. And like I said, something just isn't right. Something strange is going on and the media is trying to distract. And I say that because they tell us YouTube documentaries or whatever, right? Pay attention. And this is why knowing the law is essential. Because like I explained before, YouTube and music is not enough to put these guys in jail unless it relates to some type of evidence and help them prove their evidence, help them further prove their evidence, and then they tie it all together like that. This is why they want Mama Duck to testify. And like I said, I'm sure most people, they haven't read the indictment papers, the paperwork and all that. They just seeing social media posts, right? But I say something weird is going on because if you remember, a day before they picked up Muwop and them for the murder of Duck, they picked up Munna for a mall shooting in Atlanta that happened in the beginning of the year. And I was wondering why I didn't get any attention on social media. Like nobody was really talking about it. All right. Next, the OBlock members get picked up. And then the day after, blogs like Say Cheese tried to blow it up that Munna, like they try to paint it like he got arrested after as well and saying, yo, OBlock keep taking hits. No, Munna got locked up before. But this is how the media manipulate things, right? What I think is they trying to make it seem like he got locked up after, so it won't make it seem like he look like he's telling. Follow me. I could be wrong. But let's put things in retrospect. Some things just aren't making sense. Then another thing, right? A day later, listen, peep this, right? A day later, not even a whole week go by. A day later, Lil Durk releases a video called Pissing Me Off with Muwop and others in it talking about shooting and bodies and all that, as if these guys just didn't get caught up in a whole indictment case a day before. Like, wouldn't a smart thing to do is to chill, lay low, especially from making crazy music like that, knowing these guys, no one is hot right now. And while these guys got picked up, he on Instagram showing off Rich and Millie's. This is the same guy that benefited off of dissing Duck too. I think at some point, somebody within that circle gotta step up and say something to Durk. Yes, he the breadwinner. Yes, he the bag. Yes, he the quote unquote boss, I guess. But it seems like everybody else is suffering while this man is just living his best life. Oh, and as of recent, they picked up OTF Gleesh. Him and two others got picked up on Friday, and you pretty much know why. I don't know. It's getting scary. This is the same guy that King Von mentioned in his song Gleesh Place. You see what I'm saying? Then your boy Lil Durk unfollows Muwop. There's so much going on right now, man. Which I don't understand why he unfollows him after the fact, because at the end of the day, the damage is already done. I'm pretty sure they got their pictures, they got everything they want. This is why I try to tell people, when the feds come, they not coming with questions, man. Like when they came the first time to OBlock, dude should have been on alert. All that dissing the dead and ops and all that should have stopped since then. They kept going. Now, to be honest with you, I think the only reason they knew the feds came the first time was because you got to remember how OBlock is designed. They got that gate. So dudes probably seen the feds come through. What the feds was doing the first time, they were just plotting, looking, seeing what's what, who's who and where's where. Whereas if they was living in a residential neighborhood with houses and stuff, they wouldn't have seen the feds. Because They'll ride around secretly. Like, the feds play different, man. The only reason why they seen him and seen that the feds came the first time is because they had to let him in the gates or however that work over there. But, you know, the gate is there. And you know what's funny? I think that King Von would have been taken down if he was still alive, because as you see, they was gearing up to accuse him for KI death. So I think that's how they would have tried to held him. Even if they didn't charge him, they was trying to, you know, slow down his process of what he got going on. And I see people here still saying bloggers are snitches. They told y'all how they caught these guys. But honestly, I think that all that is a ploy. I think that's a ploy because somebody's really talking, but they want to distract you from that. That's how they play. That's how tricky they are. So to distract you from how they really got their information, they know that is believable because they know that people are on YouTube, you know, breaking down things. So they're going to tell you, yeah, we got it from music videos and YouTube documentaries. Knock it off. Knock it off, man. Anybody with a brain ain't... Listen, nobody with a brain is believing that. I'll be the first one to tell y'all that whole FBI conference they had explaining how OBlock and them was caught. Listen, it was suspect. It was suspect. I don't know what in particular, but the whole conference was suspect. I feel like that whole conference was just a deflection from who their real killers were and what's really going on and how they really got their information. Because YouTube documentaries aren't enough to literally put a big charge like the RICO on a group of guys. And even if they do, it's not going to stick. If you got a good lawyer, that's not going to stick. It's not enough evidence. You got to tie certain... Now, the whole thing with the Zell Munna situation, where they got his car, now that's... Things like that is credible. If they could tie a car that was at the murder scene to a car that they seen in the YouTube video, that's totally different. You could use that. You could use the video to show that, yo, nah, this is the same car that was at the crime scene because it belongs to these guys. See what I'm saying? That's totally different. But it's a lot going on. Like I said, it's a lot of suspect things going on. Somebody's telling. I don't know who, but somebody's telling. The information that they're giving is too vivid. It's too specific for it to be just that they got it from YouTube videos and music videos and nah. But let's see what comes out. Oh, another thing too. It wasn't too long ago where Dirk made it known on IG Live that he might want to sign Zell Munna. And I find that strange. I find it a little weird because you got Muwop, you got Boss Top, got a whole bunch of rappers that's been rapping before Duke while Duke was locked up and all that. They got a little more clout than Duke as well. And you mean to tell me you want to sign him out of all people? Why? Something to think about, y'all. But like I said, this whole situation is weird. They got this RICO charge going out with no clear bosses or anything tied to it. Dirk pretty much doing whatever he want to do. Boss Top too. I don't know. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I might update y'all, but like I said, I'm not trying to do too much on this situation, too much videos, because everybody and their mother's doing it. And not to mention, I just want everything to come out first before I dive head first. That's why I just want to talk about this whole FBI conference and what we know now. Don't get sucked into what they saying. You see what I'm saying? Don't just follow social media. Things aren't making sense. That's all I'm trying to bring awareness to. I can't sit here and tell you that this one ain't doing this and this one no. But what I can say is certain things aren't making sense. It's not. So, like I said, y'all check it out for yourselves and y'all let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.